but it's the Friday the 13th double XP weekend, so let's do it for a few hours. This game's had an update. Excuse me. A few extra costumes. A little retro costume for Jason. It's supposed to symbolise the when he came out on the NES or the SNES, I can't remember. And the costume looks like this. It's like a retro kind of, because that's the colours that he used. So I'm going to use that, Jason. Oh, we've also got loads of experience points as well. I didn't even earn all that, so we must have got that for free. Stunner. Head chop. So we've got a lot of stuff we can use here. The chest punch, the stamp, the choke. Use that. Try have a go with that one. Okay. And next, Jason. Haven't unlocked that yet. This one we've got a throwing axe. Don't fancy that one. This one we've got spear to the head. This one we've got a pickaxe to the face, which is always nice. One in the neck. Can rip the jaw off. Punch somebody's head off, twist somebody's head off. Neck twist. So Jason breaks a leg. Jason is a big fan of Jaws. Head stomp. And we've got this Jason, which I use quite often. Jason hacks off the counselor's arms and then splits their heads open. Simple but effective. A classic machete stab. Yeah, that's good. The thing I find about these kills is that you want the quickest one, the one with the quickest animation. Because all the time you're like using these really cool long animation kills, the people are escaping. So I find that the quickest animation ones are quite the most effective, really. Eye gouge. Then there's a retro. The retro. Right, let's have a go. I had a little go on this yesterday just to see what it was all about, see what all the stuff was got, like all the new DLC, the free update stuff there, and I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. I didn't have any problems with connectivity, no problems getting to a game. It's quite nice. So, excuse me. If you're thinking about getting the game, now's the right time to do it. Still don't think it's worth the 30 quid. But yeah. Melee attack damage increases. We've got that. We've had that. So can see them adding another perk slot eventually. The boat's top speed is increased. Never escaped with the boat. No, what's that one? Speeds up the amount of time it takes to fire kite. It doesn't really take a long time anyway, to be honest. To be quite honest. I'd a little gone Death by Daylight before. Streamed that, but made a bit of a cock up on the stream, so I thought, right, I'll just play this for a little bit and stream this. Had a couple of games. It's alright. It didn't really... This is miles better. I mean, this is much better. I do like the fact that the killer in Dead by Daylight, though, is really, really fast. That adds a bit of fear to it. Like, my heart was like, oh shit, he's coming, like, ugh. Whereas Jason, he's kind of slow. He walks, you know, plods along. But I love him. Sexually. Oh, Packernock. Yeah, a bit of a gaming job going on at the moment, so I've just kind of been playing. I really want to finish, and I don't know why I put it down, but I started.
Get out of here now.
Shadow of Mordor came out. I played it, and then I think something came out, and I just stopped playing it, and I've started playing it again. I've got the Game of the Year edition, and what a fantastic! I mean, it was I got quite far, but I wasn't really doing any of the side stuff. I was just concentrating on the story. This time, and I did give it my Game of the Year when it came out. I thought it was a fantastic game. That Nemesis system that they released with it was absolutely fantastic. And nothing has come out that's remotely like that. And no other games have borrowed it, which I'm quite shocked with. But that Nemesis system's something else. Like, you know, the enemies and the enemies remember you if you like set them on fire, but you don't kill them. They'll, next time you meet them, they'll have like burn marks on them and stuff. It's fantastic. Oh, he's here. He's come to me. But I'm doing a lot of the side stuff, and some of the side stuff's really cool as well. But I've got a bit of OCD with it, so I'm kind of trying to do a lot of the side stuff. But yeah, what a game! What a game! Really, really good game. Definitely, really great choice for my Game of the Year when it came out. Somebody's dead. It's probably time to leave though. Oh yeah, someone's getting dismembered out there. He's going to come for me. He's gone. But yeah, fantastic game. And the second one, I can't wait for Shadow of War. I really can't wait for that. That's going to be a fantastic game. But it's quite a long game because it's got all the DLC. But I'm just concentrating on the main game first, and then I'll maybe pick up the DLC and do that later. But the DLC is not my top priority because I've got all this stuff that I want to try and get through and finish. I've got Final Fantasy, which I'm thinking about playing after Shadow of Mordor. I've also got Last Guardian I need to do. Metro. I want to play them both again, but I definitely need to I didn't finish Last Light and touch that. So yeah, lots to do, lots to stream. Kind of laying off the. I mean, this is really the only multiplayer game I play at the moment. I think there's a couple of my mates online. I think they're kind of doing the same, doing a bit of single player stuff, trying to get some of their back catalogue done. And one of my mates is playing Metal Gear Solid. I've started playing Metal Gear Solid as well, but that's such a big game. Like, I think my friend's on 40 hours and he's only like 29% through it, or something like that. But I think, you know, Destiny 2's coming out, and I think we're all going to meet up eventually when that comes out, because that's the Fire team, and it'll be nice to play with them again. But yeah, also bought the Battlefield 1 Premium Pass, so might be streaming some of that, I suppose. Not that I get like a high amount of traffic on my Twitch channel. Like, I think I've got 2 followers, which is awesome. No, the other drawer, please. But yeah, you know, busy day at work, busy week at work. He's just cut the power. Did he cut the power? He did. I really like this character. She's like my favourite. And the perks that I've got on as well, they're like a chance to totally be invisible when Jason uses sense, a chance to be invisible when I'm inside when Jason uses sense, and like a chance to make less noise when I'm sprinting. But yeah, but Shadow of War, really looking forward to that. There's a lot of stuff that I want to start playing and getting on with before like all the big games come out. Really want to finish Mass Effect Andromeda. I also want to finish. Well, truth be told, when I got Mass Effect Andromeda, I played it, but it was getting a lot of backlash and a lot of memes and all that sort of shite. And I thought, right, I'm going to stop playing it until it gets patched. It's been patched. I think it's been patched again. So I will go back and play that. Although I'm a little bit disappointed they've kind of give up on it now. So really there's not a real massive incentive to play it, because it's not going to be getting a sequel anytime soon. But we'll see, you know. I don't know why I'm kind of a bit nervous about like streaming the big games, like big single player experiences. I don't know why. I think it's maybe because I should have streamed Shadow of Mordor because I've been playing that non-stop. But I will take the odd break and play. I mean, I'll always come back to this. This is really fun. I love this game. And it's fixed now. I would say it is fixed. Yeah, it's coming. Fuck Jason. Fuck you. Wait till he starts coming in. Oh. Fuck. Let's got the gas. I'm going to go in the house because Jason's coming. That's annoying when that happens with the door.
Hope I'm doing this right.
So what have we done so far? Somebody's phoned Tommy Jarvis, so if anyone dies, then someone's going to come in. We just need car keys. Wow. Okay. Annoying things that are kind of happening nowhere. Like this house is always the same. Some of the maps are getting quite repetitive. Let's make love. Trying to communicate. But this game's fun. Is like, I don't really like talking to people that I don't know online. That's why I always start, but especially if you're streaming. Because then you don't want to be talking like do a DSP where you're talking to people on your camera on your stream, and then have the fucking people in the game take the piss out of you. Which is a hilarious video, by the way. You should go and check out. DSP gets trolled in Friday the 13th. Oh my god. Please.
It started.
Please. Get us out of here. I actually think that I think. Oh no! I actually think they made the. No, don't come for me, please. Oh my god! I love this man.
It worked. It actually worked. No!
Why would you go for me? What? He didn't even kill me. Oh, the person ran me over. Right.
Fixed it. I'm out of here.
Wow. We were the last ones left.
What's more?
Oh wow. Who is this guy? This guy's a genius. I love him.
Okay, all set. Time to get out of here.
Go and drive. Who's there? Oh, well done. Nice dodge. Where's he going?
Shit. It started.
The fleur de mer. Look at his animations. Ah! Oh. Where's the axe? Where's the axe? Oh, these two are working together.
Fixed it. I'm out of here.
See, this is annoying. That's annoying. That's annoying. Because they'll be in a party saying, right, you do this, you do this. That's annoying. It's so annoying. Bow, bow, bow. Okay. See what you're doing? Do you know what I mean? What's this? It's just so obvious. Just play the game. Do the game properly.
Shit. It started.
Fucking hell, man. It's like you feel like messaging them and saying what you're doing, like this, because there's 7 other people in a lobby, like in the same situation I am, waiting to play the game, and you've got 2 dickheads in the fucking game like this now, blowing each other's balls, going, "Oh, you do this,
It worked.
you know, make me look really good online. They'll think we're really cool." Fuck off. Absolutely fucking
Okay, all
pointless.
set. Time to get out of here.
And there's no punishment for this. I had a match once where there was a counsellor and Jason going around together as a team up. Annoying, fucking really annoying that. But you can't message them because they'll report you, and then you'll get a little email off. I mean, what's going on here? Good. Unbelievable. Just kill him. Just kill him so we can all play the fucking game. I'm trying to turn the car over. What a fucking hell. Jesus Christ, like. 4 minutes. Got 4 minutes of this. Backing out on this as soon as I get out of this. There's no way. No way I'm playing with these fucking idiots.
Please, no.
Yeah, there might be people getting up for work now. Anyway, somewhere in the world. I mean, I'll wait to play, or you know, I'll just have a few more games before I go to bed, and then you've got a guy and a counsellor and Jason teaming up together to help each other. Fucking, I just don't understand what they're doing.
Whoa, ah.
3 minutes of this, like, could be the people like me streaming it, you know, and you've got a guy, a counsellor, and a Jason, clearly working together, try to do a bit of showmanship. Nobody cares. Just kill him. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. That Raptor guy, he's gone insane in the chat room. Unbelievable. So if you just joined the stream, people, I know there's 2 people just joined. You've got this counsellor who is working together with this Jason for whatever reason. Jason's had multiple chances to kill him, like now, just stood there looking at each other. No idea what's going on. No idea what is going on.
Hey, do you want to play Friday the 13th together? You be Jason and I'll be your counsellor. We can work together.
I don't know whether to stay in the lobby when we eventually get to the lobby, because I do, in case we do win, I do want the XP. It's double XP weekend. Double XP weekend. And then hopefully be Jason and just murder the pair of them and take great pleasure in it, or back out and find another lobby. Because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. If I didn't have alcohol with me, I'd be going insane. Unbelievable. Why is there no punishment for this? And the thing is, if people messaged them and said, what are you fucking doing? Just play the game properly. They could report them and they'd get the fucking accounts fucking banned. Look at them!
Damn it!
Not even, they just stood next to each other. Welcome.
What the fuck?
Oh, he's knocked his mask off. I mean, look at that. Stood together like... Clearly in a party together. Fucking hell. Well, that was unbelievable. And Pringles are gorgeous.
Mommy is proud of you. But it's time to come home
I hope I'm Jason next game. Because I'll be going fucking insane. Everybody left. That's how ridiculous that match was. Bad form. Connection timed out. Great. Right, it shouldn't take too long to get back in the game. It's pretty much instant. It's annoying that. So annoying. Like if you want to fight about and get the trophies and get the Kill Jason trophy, go in a party with a group of people. Go in a private match. Yeah, well, we'll get some more perks while we're here. I'm waiting for a few more people to come in. So if you didn't know, it's double XP weekend. They give you 15,000 CP points. I think they've given us some costumes as well. They give Jason a costume, a retro Jason costume, which I'll show you now. And it's like the SNES Jason, because I remember that being like a 2-bit version, it was that kind of colour. So we'll try and get some more perks, see if we can get some more legendary ones, fingers crossed. Start with, what was that? Start with a medical spray. Well, that's really good. Excuse me. And I've just took off. Generate less noise while sprinting. Oh, that's a good one as well. But so's faster movement while crouch and a chance to avoid Jason's sensibility. And then they've got one here, chance to avoid detection completely during Jason's sensibility. I'd love that. Oh, I'd love that. So somebody's joined. Shouldn't take too long. We'll get some more perks while we're here, just in case we find like a really cool one. Car starting and restarting times decreased. Sell some of these perks while we're waiting. Hopefully I'm Jason. I really hope I'm Jason, just to kill them two bastards. Annoyed me, that really annoyed me. Right, let's roll again. Boost your melee attack. No, we're not interested in that. Sucker Punch. Increase your chance of stunning Jason. What was that? They're too fast, you can't read them. Increase your chance of stunning Jason with melee attacks. See, that's a good one as well. Then again, you just need the baseball bat because that does it in one. Increase vehicle speed while escaping alone. That's a terrible perk because you don't need fast speed because the handling's terrible. And also, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's not because I'm going insane. It's because I've got hay fever, which is if you're not from Britain, I'm assuming hay fever is an international. It's not a disease really. It's like an allergy thing. I'm allergic to pollen from flowers and bees and shit. What was that? Too fast, these fucking things. Right, we'll delete that. Delete that. So start the game with a medical spray, that's pretty good. Reduction of fear. Increase melee attack speed while using an axe. Heavy hitter, increase melee stun time. What's that? Increase melee attack damage, what was the other one? Increase melee stun time on Jason with the baseball bat. Oh, that's really good. Increase melee stun time on Jason with the baseball bat. Okay, we'll do another. Just do them till. How many people have joined now? Right, I'll leave and I'll find another lobby. Fucking ridiculous. Here we go. But it seems to be the game has kind of been fixed now. I know the connection timed up before, but so far so good. Getting into games and stuff. Start with firecrackers. No, we don't want that. Stamina recharge rate increased, allowing stamina to be recharged quicker while holding still or crouching. That's not too bad either. These door barricade ones can go. I mean, you can sell them for CP points as well, but some of them are quite confusing. And really, what you want to look at, you've got different, like you've got obviously white's poor, blue's common, yellow's uncommon, rare is orange, and epic is red. But then you've got like there's two perks exactly the same there, right? That's the better one, so you can delete that one because you've got to look at the percentages in the corner. So which ones have we got? Double ones here. Delete them. So we'll delete. Delete them. What else have we got? Let's doubled up. 2 owls. Decrease fear. One of the best ones is starting the match with a baseball bat. See if you could double them up. So if you've got one there that says start the match with a baseball bat, and then one here that says increase melee stun time, increased melee stun time on Jason with the baseball bat. Then they're two perks that you want to start with. Because if you do get caught, and it does happen, where Jason instantly finds you at the start, that is a good way to get away. Oh fuck! I've just equipped something I didn't need to. Can't remember what was in the second slot. It was, what was it? It wasn't what? What was it? That one? That one? What was it? Increased dodge it? I can't remember what it was. What was it? Oh well, that really sucks because I can't remember what it was. Increased stamina, was it that one? Chance to avoid detection completely during Jason's sensibility. Start with a medical spray. Stamina recharge rate is increased. It wasn't that one. Starting the match now. Bloody hell, you were kicked. Kicked. Kicked for being a maverick. Coming up to 11 o'clock. We're going to stream till maybe about 2:30. Then I think I'll turn in for the evening. Cause you're getting quite tired there. I'm getting quite tired there. So it's double XP weekend, and I've leveled up once. I was level 20 when I started. I think what they've done here with this game, they've kind of opened up a whole kind of window into like horror. I could see this game working with Michael Myers. That'd be class if Michael Myers was a DLC character and they put Michael Myers in. That'd be fucking brilliant. Or Freddy Krueger. I think that'd be awesome. Or you could do the same with like maybe Jaws. You could have a Jaws version and like someone's the shark and then you've got 7 other people that are swimmers. And then you've got to like escape. But you've all got to escape or something like that. One of you could start at the bottom of the ocean in a scuba diving outfit. The other one could start as the sheriff on the beach. Somebody could start on the boat as like Quinn. Freestyling ideas here. But there was a Jaws game. I think it came out on PS2 and it was terrible. But he plays the shark, whereas I think it would be more fun to play. Failed to host the game session. Right, so the game's not perfect still. We'll just keep sinking beers then. I don't give a fuck. I'm off tomorrow. Do you like Twitter's update? It's very pretty and nice. I don't like the way you've got to go into this other like the kind of little menu to get in your profile, but beggars can't be choosers, eh? Negan. I actually posted my link on Twitter this time. The thing that annoys me about that is there's people that follow me, and I do appreciate it if they're interested in gaming, but if they're not interested in gaming, then I don't understand what they're following me for on Twitter. I used to have Facebook, and Facebook in this town is just unbelievably, it's like putting your life under a microscope, because there's not many people in this town and everybody knows each other. Somebody could fart and then somebody else could tell you what it smelled like. So I took myself off Facebook. I was like, I don't need this shit. Now I went back on it recently and it's just memes and videos and caption videos and look, people's kids, like, you know, people's kids. Like, I don't have any kids. My girlfriend's got 2 kids, 2 lovely lads. But I wouldn't put my best mate's just had a baby, and she's a beautiful little girl. And I mean, each to their own. Like, you know, I know it's nice to be a parent, and you know, you want everyone to see, oh, look how beautiful my baby is. But putting constant pictures of your child on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that, it's dangerous. Dangerous, man. It's how people disappear. Sit with tinfoil hat on. It's happening, man. It's happening. But I wouldn't do it if I had kids like that. I fucking, mind you, my kids, they wouldn't be, I wouldn't let my kids play with a fucking iPad like Steve Jobs. Or get involved in gaming. Because this was a mistake. How long have we been waiting in this lobby? Right, I'm going to stream till 12. That's another hour. I'm feeling this. Feeling a good little stream. Got a really big urge to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Not now, but I mean, I think it's because I've been playing Shadow of Mordor. And I've got the extended Blu-ray versions, and I've never watched them. I mean, I've watched the extended DVDs, but I've never watched the extended Blu-rays. And I want to buy the Hobbit extended versions on Blu-ray as well. If anyone tunes in, I say this on every video, on every stream, if anyone tunes in and goes, what the who's he talking to? There's nobody watching his fucking stream. I take these videos and I import them onto my YouTube channel, so anybody on my YouTube channel can come on and, you know, if I was just sat here not talking, put it on my YouTube channel and be like, well, this is fun. Just with me sat in a fucking lobby waiting for people to join. We're slowly getting drunk on Budweiser. It's been a hard week. Excuse me. I was going to do a lot of E3 coverage on my channel, but I really couldn't be bothered. I'm not a big fan of E3. I was working. I couldn't book it off because I just got back from Comic Con. I don't think we're going to Comic Con next year because it's my best mate that I just mentioned. It's his wedding next year, and I'm the best man. One of the me and his brother. So yeah. What's going on with this game? It's double XP weekend. Can't be doing this. But yeah, I'm not a massive fan of E3. I quite like Nintendo's press conference because they kind of kept it in the realm of this year, of what was coming out this year. They didn't like overstretch it and go, you know, Beyond Good and Evil 2, and then no release date. You know, just shit like that annoys me. Excuse me. Excuse me again. But well, I'm in the lobby on my own now, so basically I'm just gonna wait here until people come in. But I'm not a big fan of like, and I do realise that these game companies and it just annoys me when the suits come out. The CEOs, you know, that probably don't fucking play games and shit like that, and they're just like, you know, I mean, the guy from E3, I don't even know his name, but the guy from E3 has got an insane vision of what gaming wants, you know, what's going to happen with gaming. Like, your real life and gaming should coexist in games, and you know what you've bought at a supermarket should be in your virtual fridge in like The Sims and all this bullshit. Like, fucking hell, it's insane. I'm not down for that. You know, you play games to get out of this fucking shit reality that we all live in, the 9 to 5 and all that bullshit, or the 4 till 4 in my case. AM till PM. Kind of wonder if my camera's too small. Not my camera, but the screen bit. It looks really big. Maybe it's because my TV's quite big, but if I turn it to I mean, that seems a bit big to me. That camera size seems a bit big, but then again, I'm on a 55-inch TV, so maybe it's not big. Well, that does seem a bit big with my ugly face up there. Boiled egg. You can see me a little bit better, I suppose. I've looked worse. I've looked worse. But yeah, E3. I wasn't blown away by E3. There wasn't a lot on there. I mean, a lot of it we knew. There was the odd surprise. Metroid. I was excited to see that's in the works. New Pokemon game. Entirely built up for the Switch. Very excited for that. I've actually got my Nintendo Switch just sat here. Beautiful little machine, this. It is little. But yeah, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Cast Remix, Snipper Clips. And unfortunately, I got 1-2 Switch with it. But I'm not going to play this whilst waiting for a fucking lobby match. Because that would be rude. It's definitely a real one. Just got a lovely carry case for it as well. That's awesome. I'm kind of thinking about taking it to work to play my lunch breaks. Get 2 half-an-hour lunch breaks at work, and I could squeeze in fucking loads of Mario Kart in between there. And whoever's lucky enough to have their break with me, they could have a game of Mario Kart, which would be cool as spook. So yeah, back to E3. E3 is kind of like we all like PlayStation played it very safe. They showed a lot of stuff that we already know that's coming out. They just showed a bit more of it. Big surprise off them for me was Shadow of the Colossus remake, and I know that's a game that's like fucking really old. That's been, I mean, this will be the 3rd time it's been remastered, I think. Probably the 2nd actually. I think it got remastered for PS3, and then this is the 2nd, so maybe the 2nd time. But yeah, really looking forward to playing that. I haven't played that for years, but I do remember it. Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and Last Guardian I've actually got downloaded again on my PlayStation, because I'm going through that. I had a real nightmare with that game, because it was kind of like I got halfway through, I think, and then I lost my save file, which was very disappointing. I'm trying to Bobby. But yeah, really good game, but a really shit camera and really shit PlayStation 2 style controls. They're the only things that really ruined it for me so far. But as far as the graphics and like the story and, you know, getting connected to that Trico was absolutely amazing, to the point where I played to it. But it's also a HDR game. It looks absolutely beautiful on a 4K TV. Who else had one? Microsoft. Very impressed. Microsoft. A lot of games there that I'm quite interested in. I'm actually considering buying a Xbox One X for Crackdown, Sea of Thieves, State of Decay. Battlegrounds is, I think it's coming to PlayStation 4. 450 quid. I can see why it's that much, but I know a lot of people are very kind of like, well, it's too much, but thing is, I mean, if you think this is bad, realistically, you've got the PlayStation Pro, and the Xbox One X, and you're paying what, an extra £100, just over £100, compared to the original PlayStation and the Xbox One S, for not a massive graphical upgrade. I mean, there's nothing really that's been put out by the Xbox One X that does true 4K. It's all upscaled, checkerboarded, the same as the PlayStation Pro is. I think there's only a few games that PlayStation Pro does that's actual 4K, and that's the Wipeout game that's just come out. That is totally 100% 4K, 60 frames per second. Shadow of Mordor, that's really high 4K. I mean, it's like, I don't know how it works, but it's like slightly under 4K, but it's really good. And I don't really know what else. And then for the Xbox One X, I think it's Forza 7. I think it looks really cool, but it's coming. It's like I've made the jump. I've made the jump from an HDMI to HDMI. You know, a flat screen TV to a 4K TV. I think Mark Cerny was saying before the pre-show that half of the PlayStation Pro, was it half of the PlayStation Pro sales? People that are playing, half of the people that are playing on PlayStation Pro are playing on a 4K TV, or was it half of the people on PlayStation are playing with a 4K TV? I think it was the first one I just said, but I got a 4K TV last year, and it was a Samsung K something model, decent. I mean, I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. Also got a PlayStation Pro. Sold my old PlayStation to my boss at work, and then bought a PlayStation Pro because I thought, well, I've got all these games sat here that are Pro enhanced. It's like, I think it's like 30 games that I've got that are PlayStation Pro enhanced. So I thought, well, if I sell my old PlayStation, if I sell my original PlayStation, transfer the data over, then I'll buy a Pro for 100 quid. I'll be paying 100 quid cash. Then that's that done. So I did that. So I've got a PlayStation Pro and a 4K TV. The games that I've really noticed with is Shadow of Mordor. That really looks nice on there. As I said, like the Wipeout game. Final Fantasy, when I was playing that was 4K, I think, and it was like HDR, which looked really nice. HDR seems to be a bit more impressive to me than 4K, but 4K is like really nice textures though. But there's nothing. It's not a massive jump. The Pro and the Xbox One X isn't a huge jump to it's not a huge graphical jump, you know. And you can expect like a PlayStation Pro price drop. I think if the Xbox One X came out at 400 quid, not 450, then you would see a price drop with the PlayStation Pro, which is good. You know, this is what I mean about competition. It's good because the only people that win is the customer. But I can see why it's 450 quid. You know, I mean, the next generation. I mean, the weird thing is that Mark Cerny, who's like who's a genius at Sony, he believes that there's going to be another console generation after this one, so PS5, you know, and more power, blah blah blah. Whereas Xbox think that there's not going to be any more generations of console. There's just going to be console upgrades. So it's interesting to see where it's going to go. It's interesting to see. I think they're kind of predicting that this generation. I mean, this generation of console, everyone said it's only going to last. Oh, this generation of console is only going to last 4 years. But it took 4 years to get going. Like, I remember a lot of the early games for the PlayStation was like the launch titles and then a lot of remasters. And then you've got the games, and it's only really just now. This year's been awesome for games, and last year as well. Like last Christmas and this year, awesome for games. Absolutely, totally spoilt for games. And they're now saying that this generation's going to last just as long as the Xbox 360 generation, which was like what, 10 years or something like that. So I think that console generations are going to get longer, but I do think that you're going to get these like little iterations in between of like, you know, let's use the next generation for example, PS5, PS5 Pro, just to extend it out. But the way Mark Cerny's been speaking, you know, there's a lot of games in development for Pro, and we haven't seen anything yet. Like he said something like, if you think Horizon Zero Dawn looks good, wait until you see what's coming, like in the next few years, or towards the end of the generation or something like that. So it's exciting. It's exciting. And Phil Spencer, I think that he's a genius as well. He's awesome. Because the way he mapped it out, I watched an interview where he was talking on GameSpot, and he was saying like, you know, you don't have to upgrade your console. You know, you've got the. I think he was more. He praised the original Xbox customers more. The original Xbox One customers. He said, if you just want to buy your Xbox One and you want to use that, he says, you're the best customers ever. I love you to pieces. Blah blah. If you want something a little bit better, it's the One S. You know, that's great as well. If you want a premium and you want the best graphics, blah blah, then obviously it's the Xbox One X. I don't know what is going on with this game. I'm going to see if any of my friends are playing. See if I can jump in with them. Bear with me, if you can still hear me. Okay, he's in menus as well, so could be something down with the servers, I don't know. Double XP weekend as well, shame. But yeah, some of them Xbox games look awesome, and he's right. You don't have to upgrade. I don't understand. There's all this like hate and animosity towards. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't for PlayStation 4 Pro when that got launched. I thought it was a disaster when that got shown. Even Mark Cerny turned around and he was like, "Well, yeah, we kind of realised that the people watching around the world on YouTube weren't seeing the graphical fidelity of, you know, the upscale to 4K and all this sort of stuff," and he's right. But once you see it for yourself, it's quite something else. It's very, very, very sharp, and this is the thing, you've got to see it for yourself. You've got to see it to kind of, and it sounds cheesy, you've got to see it to believe it, but you've got to see it to really like appreciate it. And it's not a massive graphical jump, but you're playing it. I was playing Shadow of Mordor before, and you can see like there's like the detail. You're just like, oh my god, you know, it really is a little bit sharper, and you know. But yeah, the price. A lot of people don't like paying all this money for these consoles, but you can't have it both ways. If you want extra power and you want all this sort of stuff, you've got to, you know, pay a little bit of extra money. But like I said, the next generation of consoles, you know, if you're paying 450 quid now for an Xbox One that's a bit more powerful, then imagine what you're going to pay for like an Xbox 2. This has suddenly just died off. I can't. The thing about Twitch on here on PlayStation is that I can't stop the stream. Sorry, I can't leave the lobby and reset the game because it'll stop the stream. I've got to stop the stream before I can restart it. It's 11:15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the stream here, and then reset the game, start another stream, and then hopefully that might do something. But we'll try it that. But I just don't want to sit here and talk for an hour, even though I'm kind of enjoying myself because I'm half pissed. But okay, I'll leave that there, guys. Thanks very much for watching, and hopefully we'll get into another game after this. So I'll be streaming again in literally about 2 minutes. Yeah, literally 2 minutes. So I'm going to end that there.